G'day guys, back again, and we've got two canvases we're focusing on today, both dogs, but you know what, we may get a little bit excited and charge off in a random direction. Who knows? Who knows? Let me leave in here. Alright, now smaller canvas than usual, that's okay, we don't mind a small canvas. We're just going to have some fun with it. At the moment I've just thrown some really aggressive black colours at it, and a little bit of red. But, you know, dabble with some other bits and pieces. Holla, how are we doing? TikTok shop, that's exciting. And thank you, Luck. Mirinda, how are we doing? Okay. Painting supplies. Is he going to stay up there on the stand? Yes, it will. Fantastic. Sort of need another stand. But anyway, we'll make do. Hello, Lord Skylar, and hello, Ewan. Okay. Greys. Take control with the greys. A little bit of this one. How am I? I'm really good. I had a interview yesterday, and I was so nervous. Anyway, did the interview, and now back in the studio today. Took the opportunity to do a bit of cleaning, clean the house, clean the studio, went out, got a few more paint supplies, and now I have a dog to paint. Alright. Fix slow. I think fix slow is the solution here. Keep on spring cleaning. Oh yeah. It was important. It was needed. The place was messy. I did 2 loads in the dishwasher. I did 1 load of washing. Did a lot actually. Quite proud of myself. Thanks, Lord Skylar. I'm glad I can be here to inspire you. That's what was really wholesome about the interview too, that it was actually entirely based on just being happy, which I thought was pretty cool. Music played, yeah, we got some music. Little background touch. Is it too loud? Or is it all good? You need to tell me. I like it. A little bit of bounce, you know. It's no, not too intense, but it's just enough to sort of create the, I don't know, fancy word for ambience. Rockwell, I did not, but look, the day is fast approaching. Man, you're going to be excited the day I pull those out. Right. So the key thing here is to actually spread out these colours across the surface to start overwhelming the feeling of the canvas. That's what we're up to here. There we go. Why is the dog covered in blood? The dog is not covered in blood, but the dog is red. The dog is red. And the reason the dog's red is the painting was started with some red impasto and some blacks. Things take stages. And Chrissy, Miss Jasmine, am I painting a happy dog? Of course I am. This dog will be happy. And the reason it'll be happy is the reason it'll be happy is because it's well looked after. Marty looks after his dogs. This one actually belongs to the client. The other one, Gladius, which we're still working on too, is may end up belonging to him as well. But at the moment, the mother, this one, Gracia, is a free unit. Hello, JB. Yeah, it does look pretty cool, but look, it needs a lot more because one of the key things about these dogs is their form. So we've been quite wild, thrown down some colours, and now it's time to pull it back into a bit of shape, so that way we can actually see the dog in a much more real kind of way. Joe, I taught you patience makes art. Alright, I'm glad. And hello, horse rider, welcome back. You should paint chasing a butterfly next. Jeepers, that's exciting. It is pretty exciting. I'm not sure if that's for me, but I like the idea. Can we put it in the ideas container? We actually had an inspiration wall. Used to. Still do, kinda. Where anyone can send their images and we'd put it up on the wall. I'd put it up on the wall. And yeah, on a particular day, I felt like I wanted to use some of that inspiration. I'd grab one of those images down and go for gold. Yum. Stay hydrated. Man, I can see myself there in the picture. I'm in need of a haircut. I'm in need of a haircut. Right, and around through here. Now this one here is getting a floating frame, so we will go around the edges, but we won't get too excited to overdo it. Just enough. There we go. Beautiful. Hello Santiago, how we doing? Good to see you back here. Just gonna go like this a little bit, guys. There we go. That should be good. It crops it differently on different phones. I wish it would show me the lines for that, but it does not. So I just sort of have to guess when you're getting cropped and how that's going for you. Yeah. I feel like I'm in a commercial, hold on. Problem is, you have happy beats, and it gives you more of a chill, sort of bouncy vibe. But you want that, you want those 1980s sort of disco beats. That's where it really hit. Oh yeah, JB, we're closing in on it. How many paintings a week? Good question. Whew, how many paintings a week? I reckon we go through about 1.5. So about 1 every 4 days, I reckon. Jeepers, that's funky. Am I from New Zealand, Baby Blair? Baby Blair, I am from New Zealand. I'm a Kiwi, coming to you live from New Zealand. And painting a doggo. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Horse rider, you like how I paint? That's good. Well, that's lucky. If you didn't, I can't imagine you'd stick around for long. Okay. Alright. Like I say, guys, we're just up to coverage right now. We don't need to demand this painting look like anything. JB. Welcome to the team, JB. You legend. Lord Skylar, the time is now. Ooh, jeepers, is that 9:20? Alright. I didn't change studios. This is the other wall. We're just doing it for a bit of change. And I have some fresh paint inbound. It's pretty good stuff. It's this whole set here that you see is my little kit. This whole thing is, well, they're thicker acrylics. I've got some much softer ones inbound. Do you use oils or acrylics? I just answered that. I'm a little bit heavier. I'm using acrylics. And I like them. Acrylics are fun. I've got these new ones. I might grab one and show you actually. So this is what I currently use. Atelier. These ones are nice. That's what most of the collection in here is. But then there's also some bigger packets of these ones. These are great, it's like sauce packets. But we're going to level up again. Wait one moment. I'm going to grab the other one. Got him. Coming on back. Say colour. Have you tried oil? What do you think of them? I have tried oils. Oil's great. Don't get me wrong, oil's great. But acrylics, you can do all the same things with acrylics with the added perk of more control over drying times. And you'd be like, you can add fast dries to oil. Hey, you can. That's true. But it's more fun being able to add all the different compounds, wildcards, thinners, thickeners into acrylics. Right. These are very cool. Got one more to strip off here. And in fact, I'm going to grab a rag too. Now the one wild card with these soft bodies acrylic. Hello Heather. A couple of rags here as well. The one wild card with soft bodied acrylics is they are so strong. You touch them and it's immediately on your fingers. So they're fun, don't get me wrong, they're fun, but whoo-wee. So get on your hands, they're staying there. You can wash it off obviously, but it's not like the heavy body acrylics that actually, more like PVA, shipped around in clumps. This stuff's like ink. Right, there we go. Cool. Now, this is acrylics. It's very expensive acrylics, but I'll show you. Excuse my mess over here. This is all my blues and my blacks and my things. This is my regular white. See how that little lump sits there like that? Put some of this down beside it. Watch out for my brush moving around. Watch this. See how it's way more, a way thinner viscosity. Turn the plate. My stuff there starts to slide, and that one sticks. Heavy bodied, soft bodied. Now soft body actually contains arguably more pigment. So it's stronger, baby. It's stronger. But it flows more. So we're moving the collection into soft-bodied acrylics. Or playing with them anyway. You love the elevator music, Charlie? I think I need more bounce in it, to be honest. But we'll see how we get on. Hey, Ray Day. You're kind of a badass with paint by numbers on velvet especially. That's pretty cool. I'm on board. Ooh, this is hip-hoppy. There we go. All the way up. There we go. All the way over the edges. Bilingual teacher. Not me. Wish I was bilingual. In fact, if I wished, I could go read and do Duolingo and learn another language. So, I should grow up and say I'm not bilingual, but by choice, because what is wrong with the music today, guys? Jeepers. We'll just turn it off for a wee bit. Yesterday it was so good. So good. But I think I'm making a choice to not learn another language, because if I wanted to learn one, well, a choice, or am I too lazy? That's a good question. But then, I wouldn't say any of us are too lazy to learn a language. I think we could learn one if we wanted to. So we don't want to enough. And if we don't want to enough, then maybe you could liken it to anything you do with your life, in that you're just looking for something that you actually want to do enough. Polish, that's exciting. And I'm a kindergarten teacher for 10 years. That's exciting, congratulations. Here we go. Splicing those soft bodies. And we're going to coat this background. Whole shooting box. Here we go. It's going to tuck the shading, so it's going to keep. I love to paint, but never got the chance to learn. And your mother taught you Polish. That's exciting. Excuse me. That'll be better, because now it won't ride up as I try and reach the top of this canvas. There we go. That's perfect. And all the way up at the top there. That's where we want it to go. Lovely. We're going to go round just a wee bit, not too much, just a wee bit. And around the side. And down here. There we go. Alright. And around here. Building up some layer 1 texture. There we go. Beautiful. Josh, do I upload all the lives? I try to. But so yes, they are on YouTube. So if you are following a particular work and you don't happen to be up when we do it, you can catch the replay, which I reckon is pretty cool. Here we go. Right the way over the edges. Hello. Get just a little bit of red gold. Love that. Thank you. You're welcome. Here we go. Bunch of red gold. What breed of dog am I painting? Now I got told this, and I have done the terrible thing of forgetting. Jeepers creepers. Someone tell them off. I did know. I had a very, very good idea. I'll ask Marty. He'll let me know. Favourite dog breed? I like Border Collies. They're smart. I love smart dogs. Don't get me wrong, I love boxers as well, but there's just that lack of intelligence. A smart dog's kind of fun. There we go. Down through here. You can see how those reds are starting to fall back as rich gold takes over way more. It's a good way to be. Rich gold can have it. Aussie Collie's puppy? Yeah. I like New Zealand Border Collies. Fluffy, white and black coat, good with sheep, good with deer. Not deer, sorry. Good with sheep. Good with cattle. You're off now, you Santiago. Jeepers, you're only in here for about 10 minutes. But fair enough. We'll see you next time. What music do you usually play when you paint? I chop and I change. I chop and I change. See, I chuck on, what do I like? Some country. Something with a bit of a beat to it sometimes. Something with, sometimes something a little bit slower. Depending on the mood, I can get behind something with a whole lot of lyrics. That's fun too. And, but it all depends. It really does depend. Here we go. And in around here. Coming on down here. So, we're not going all out realism on this one, but we do want to capture elements of form. And the way Stacia stands. The legs, the body. This paw down here is going to be white. And then the coat, the intensity and heat inside that red coat. Fair enough, Santiago. Don't you worry about a thing, I'm just here having you on. You go prepare for your big day. I understand. Here we go. Let's get a bit more of this in here. You're all good, Santiago. Don't you worry about a thing. Where am I painting today, Santi? This is the beach studio. It is not the crate where I was yesterday, which is an amazing place. Here we go. And up around here. Man, I'm excited to start experimenting with those soft-bodied acrylics though. They're just everything that I want from paint. The reason why I've ended up with them is because they're on sale. They were buy one, get one half price, so 25% off in aggregate. Provided I ordered an even number. I don't know if I did. Anyway, point being, I've got a whole bunch of soft-bodied acrylics. The catch that you have to watch out for, Young King. Yes, I am left-handed. Great name, Young King. The catch that you have to watch out for is you think that heavy-bodied acrylics would have more pigment, and perhaps soft-bodied acrylics are watered down. It's not the case. In fact, the way it works is soft-bodied acrylics have less things added. So if you're using soft-bodied acrylics, you're using paint that's may even be slightly stronger, which is funny because soft sounds soft and heavy sounds heavy. But actually, in effect on the canvas, they are not equal. Soft is stronger. And hello Isabel, hello Paige, and Ren, hello. Jeepers, we've got a whole clan here now. Let's have a little step back and look at this dog here. There is some subtle colour changes occurring. We're heading in the right direction here. We might get a little bit silly with the pop of some colours. And a little bit of soft-bodied acrylic. Coming in for the help. Here we go. Thanks, Young King. I appreciate that. I do sell the art, so there's not very many originals available right now. There's two, but they're both on hold. Let the chaos begin. There's two, but they're both on hold at the moment. So that means people are considering buying them. With a bit of luck, I'll be able to have some more available. And they will likely show up in the little online gallery. But the online gallery is a little bit confusing right now for buyers, and the reason it's confusing is I have all the work listed, the stuff that's sold as well. So it makes it very hard to see what's actually available. Hello, Jenny, how you doing? What's my favourite thing to paint? Jeepers creepers, my favourite thing to paint. I reckon portraits, people's faces. Seniors' faces, that's what I love the most. Black and white photos, where you get to choose the colour palette. Or imagine what that colour palette could be. This is fun, guys. This is really fun. And even with this dog here, the Stacia, there's the ability to imagine, consider what might go into it. And in this case, we're embellishing a few little areas with more blue than you usually imagine. User with lots of numbers. There is a website, there's a link for it in my bio. You're welcome to check it out. Otherwise, that same link in the bio will send you to everywhere you might want to go. And yeah, it's like Instagram, TikTok, where else? Twitter, replays on YouTube. It's all there. It's all there. Beautiful. Dabble around. Thanks, Jenny. Appreciate you. Can we get a zoom on the painting? Not just yet, Santi. Let me chuck around a bit more paint. But, I mean, if I show you it up close now, if I just do it quickly. There we go. Up we go. You're going to see it's actually very, very messy. Early stages. So, let it build out a little bit more. And then we can give some proper zooms. That's the plan. That's the plan. Did I go back far enough? There we go. There we go. What's my inspiration for your painting today? Do you mean my inspiration to paint today? My inspiration to paint today is the fact that I feel like I haven't been live recently with you guys. So I want to change that. And my inspiration for this painting, this is a commission. And this comes from a person who absolutely loves and adores his dogs. This dog belongs to him, Stacia. And the other one, Gladius, may one day belong to him. And so, what we're trying to capture here is enough of this dog's likeness that when he sees this picture, he feels more connected to his canine companion. Yes, that was my question. Amazing. All right, Ralph. Is that Raph or Ralph? You're missing the L, but you know, names are probably really hard to come by, so maybe you just who you could get. I get it. I totally get it. Are you adding layers of color? You use a small size brush. So with this one here, certainly we'll use the size brush. But please don't take this onto any of the other works that I'm working on, because this is a much smaller canvas. So what's a small brush on a small canvas is the equivalent to a big brush on a big canvas. Here we go. A little bit through here. And right around the edge. Where is the dog supposed to be standing? The dog looks like it's standing on a bunch of an ice sheet almost. It actually looks icy. So, we'll expand on that. There we go. A little bit through here. A little bit through here. Alright. There we go. Just bear with me for 1 second, team. I am finding this thing here is pulling across my back a little bit. So I wonder if the commissions watch as you paint their art live. JB, a lot of the time actually, a lot of the time. And sometimes they catch the replay later in the piece, and in other times they just want the finished piece, which is totally okay. Whatever your preference is, it's really up to you. I'm going to come back. I've got a little thing I want to do. See if you can guess what changes. That dog's a different breed. UK here. G'day guys. Wasn't feeling that last shirt. It kept trying to lift out on my hips, so I got a little bit sick of it. But I feel better in this one. This feels good. This feels good. There we go. Perfectos. Awesome. Now I can move around a little bit too. I'll just tilt you down there. Perfect. You can see. Yep, happy days. Okay. I'm happy. You're happy. Everyone's happy. I've got to paint a beautiful dog. Okay. Okay. Is this going to be on YouTube, Lenny? Yes, it will be. They should all be on YouTube. But I've been short a laptop in the recent days. And being short a laptop slows you down a little bit. So, I've got a brand new laptop arriving on the 21st of August. And from there, we can start downloading all of our nicks and knacks, re-uploading them. I tried to do it on my phone a little bit, but honestly, it didn't really work well enough. It was sort of a bad fix. You need to use a laptop. And plus, I've got a whole bunch of footage. I've filled up a memory card now of footage for our series. So if you've been hanging out for me to do a hard skills session with you guys about making art from scratch, and you're like, he keeps talking about it, but he never does it. I've got a whole memory stick full of content, but your boy hasn't got a computer to put it on at the moment. Not until the new one arrives. So my only suggestion is that if you're going to buy a computer, you should go to the store and pick it up in person. Don't wait for it to be delivered. Are you okay? Joy, I'm lovely. Joy from Thailand, lovely to have you here. JB, nice facials. And like the virtual exhibition, I'm glad. Any feedback you've got on it would be welcome too. I think now that I know that works, I'm going to do a few little upgrades as well to just keep on improving it from there, because the beauty of a virtual exhibition is that everyone can get involved. It's not like, hey, you're in Singapore, or you're in Canada, or you're not in this specific location, so you can't see the art. Yeah. Sometimes the art changes, and sometimes I change. Now, I wasn't feeling that other shirt. I was like keeping my arms down because every time I lifted them up, it would untuck the shirt, so it was not my favourite. So we went to this one. This is lovely though. This is a stretch fit, so I can see that. Strap to the top, can move around. If you are going to wear a dress shirt because you want to feel cool, and trust me, you do feel cool while you paint, do it with a stretch fit, because the stretch fits don't hinder movement, and that's so important. So important. Shout out from California. Hello. And also, if you guys already know, probably already do, there are prints now available. 5 of them got uploaded. I've been saving a few zingers, like our old friend the elephant, but I'm looking forward to sending them live in the near future. Nearly midnight here. JB, come on, you can stay up till 2. What are you doing? Hang around with me. What's going on? What's going on? Are you feeling okay? I'm certain this isn't Steve. No, it is not. But best wishes to Steve while he deals with the challenges he's got in front of him right now. I've seen Steve sent me some pictures of just rental cars stacked up around airports. Incredible what's happening over there in Maui. I just know I'm going to get muted, Toji. No, you're not. Not if you hang out with us and be wholesome and enjoy being a part of the environment. That painting looks good. Thank you, Toji. There we go. Right the way. And these soft-bodied acrylics are just fantastic to work with. Take care. Almost 1 a.m. and I have an 8 a.m. class. Do you have an 8 a.m. class that you're teaching or that you're learning in? Here we go. Cheers, Jay Smith. Now, it's been really interesting. The most popular one at the moment, that I think it's about halfway through the first edition prints now, is Bada Bing Bang Boom, the waterfall picture that we did together, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty exciting. But the way it works now is there's a split. See you later, Bridget. And hello, Pepe. Pepe? Pipe. The way it works now is there's a split. So there's only 9 first edition prints, and then there's unlimited of the other prints. So if you want an original, a beautiful little collector's item, then you're after the first edition. And if you want just a pretty picture for your wall, you are after the unlimited. I think that fits more with our value here of making art available to everyone. Here we go. How old are you? I am 30. Thanks, Jay Smith. 30 indeed. Turned 30 in January. Happy to be here. And hello, John. How are we doing? John, you have me, thank you by the way, and you have me hankering for an email. You reply to me. Tell me what you think about the most recent edit. It's okay. We can keep working on it. We want to get all these flowers perfect in their blooms. That's important. It's going to be pretty fun too, because it's sort of fun to go to a smaller campus. You see how I pull in quite close. Puppy trying. Yeah, that's all good. I always get a small canvas like this, and see how you come really close to it when you paint? With a big canvas, you step back and you sort of attack it more like these giant long jabs that you add to the canvas. But small brings you in close. And look, that's good, but it comes with a few unique challenges. There we go. Here we are. Oh, thanks, young king. Appreciate that. But I am definitely 30. And I behave like I'm 50. I'm told I behave older than I am. Responsible, forgetful. I'm not quite sure what they mean by that. Right. Here we are. Have you ever disliked a painting mid-process but ended up loving the end product? Yeah, all the time. Have you ever been to a party you didn't want to be at midway through, but then it ended up being quite a cool night? Have you ever been on a drive that started awful, but then as the drive went on, you started to enjoy yourself? Have you ever had an experience that you really didn't like at the time, but as you started to complete it, it really started to grow on you? Paintings are no different. Jeepers, John. That's weird. Okay, maybe what's happened here is it's sitting in my outbox. I probably saved the file too large and the email got freaked out. I've got a new edit with a lot of little yellow flowers behind our star player. So I'll finish up with these doggos here and I'll make sure it goes through to you this time. If you don't have it in the next 6 hours, it's because, then start hitting me up because I will have sent it, but for some reason it hasn't come through again. So I think that's weird though. That makes sense though. I was really proud of my edit. I was like, that is a beautiful, beautiful job, well done. And then there was no reply. I'm like, oh no, he hates it. You paint my favourite pet. I love puppies. Congratulations. Well, that's good. I think we can all agree that we like puppies here. I think we can all love a bit of puppies. There we go. Little eyeball there. Now a little dot. There. Now, if you missed it, guys, do we have any Australians in the house right now? Because I was getting interviewed last night for 7 News, which was really, really fun. But if you saw it, you'll know how nervous I was. It's not. She asked the same questions that we answer here on the stream every day, and for some reason I just could not thread an answer. I was bouncing around all over the place. I was umming and ahhing. But anyway, if you're in Australia, that aired last night on 7 News, and honestly, guys, it was the most wholesome story. It was literally about being happy while you paint, enjoying what you do, moving around a little bit, and having a good time. Do I have a dog myself? Josh, I don't own a dog myself, but I did. My partner does have a golden retriever, was 2, which is always very exciting. I love golden retrievers. They're very fun. Never see you be negative. How do you avoid negative environment? This is good. How do you avoid a negative environment? Well, I think I see a lot of social media posts these days talking about toxic environments and avoiding certain people and avoiding certain environments. I think sometimes that we are the actual problem. And I think that sometimes you need to realize that, it's not the fault of your environment, and it's not the fault of the people around you or your current situation. You just have negative feelings right now, and what that'll help you do, is, losing my trail of thought today. What that'll help you do is, as what you'll tend to do, is you'll run away from people or environments because you'll think that these negative feelings are because of them, and you'll just find yourself in a new environment with the same negative feelings, realizing that what you're running from was just a feeling that you need to sit with. So, if you want to avoid negative environments, make sure you understand what the negative thing in that environment is really clearly. Because if it's you, all we need to do is make you positive. But if you just run from arbitrary environments because you think they're negative, when really you're taking you and the problem with you, that makes life tough. But I don't think it's a matter of wondering how to always be happy. I think it's a matter of better understanding yourself in the way that knowing when you need to exercise, go for a walk. When you need to spend some time with your family or friends, when you need attention, and when you've got energy to give to others. And when you don't. Understanding how you work, that is going to mean that you're going to be happier more often. There we go. It's a pretty mumble-jumbled way of saying it, but don't spend your time thinking you need to move into a positive environment. You'll just get to it and wonder why you're not happy. Key to it's actually accepting and learning not to enjoy, but to tolerate a negative environment. Or, better still, if you've got the potential to turn negative environments into positive ones, pardon me, that is a powerful, powerful tool. Hey Karen, how you doing? It's a dog, and we're just painting it bit by bit. How does it look? It's very early in the piece. We'll see how it goes. Why is it so easy to say and so hard to do? Because people spend their whole lives trying to figure themselves out. It doesn't just come to you easily. It's not supposed to. If it was easy to figure out what you were supposed to do with your life, how you're supposed to be happy, or how you're supposed to accept yourself, then everyone would have already done it, and it wouldn't be the biggest question. But we haven't. And no one else's answers, other people's journeys and answers will help a little bit, but no one else's answers are just a carbon copy thing that you can just say, right, that's how I'm going to do it. It's not how it works. You've got to go on your own little pilgrimage. Figure out your own answers. And I think a lot of the time, because of social media, we get hung up thinking that the best way for me to be happy is to reach this giant goal, to have this thing, to be this sort of a person. And it's not normally that. It's never normally that. Usually the times where you're the happiest you'll ever be is when you're giving to another person. And that doesn't always mean things like charity or helping out strangers or helping an old lady across the road, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. Sometimes it's a family member, it's a loved one, it's a child, it's a close friend. Sometimes actually helping those people, sometimes even without their knowledge, just because you love them, you want to care for them. Sometimes that's one of the most fulfilling things you can do. And I see very, very few reels, maybe it's just my phone, but I see very few reels about that. I'd love to see more. I see all these guys like, drive for success. Wake up 3 a.m. every morning, blah, 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 blah. Yep, that's cool, do those things. But understand that fundamentally we're not after a jet. We're not after a car. We would like a car. We don't need the jet. We're not after a big corporation or millions of dollars and a whole bunch of zeros in the bank account. What we're after is leaving an impact for the world's become a better place because we were here. And yeah, more reels like that, please, if my phone's listening. Express what you believe in. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Rockman. Good to have you back here from Arizona, by the way. You're okay. Well, it's because, you know, there is a little bit of time to think. I'm tripping over my words a little bit, but we are in a stage with a smaller painting where we do just need to build up some colours. And so there's the opportunity to talk. So we'll talk. Joanne Brilliant is the next colour off the ranks. There we go. In you come. Voila. I think painting does give you a chance. Like a and guys, if you guys can see this, I'm so sorry. This is in an iron shirt and I look very scruffy. So you'll be like, no, he's in a dress shirt. A dress shirt is not dressing up if it's not ironed. It's not ironed, it is a scruffy shirt. So we're painting in a scruffy shirt, which is, it's okay, but I deserve no claps. So painting in the, painting and thinking at the same time, whether in silence or whether you're talking out loud like we are right now, it does create almost like a virtual think tank where you can release your thoughts in real time. Because there's no distractions. There's a conversation, there's you guys talking, there's me here painting, but the rest of the world is sort of shut out from this little environment that we're in. And so we're sort of stuck here. Well, you can just swipe at any moment, but we're stuck here in the way that, in what way? Stuck here in the way that if we have a thought in our head, or we have a discussion taking place, we have to sit with it, find out the tough answer. We can't just have a moment of insecurity and then move straight past it. We have to talk about it, tear it to bits, open it up, unpack it, repack it, figure it all out together. It's kind of fun. Now let's have a look-see. We're going to add a bit of gold in here. It's just here. Here we go. Same old questions about height. Man, a lot of people. I saw a very, very funny video, actually. A reel about short guys. And I thought it was really funny. And the reason I thought it was really funny was they were talking about all the compelling things that I say. Airplanes. You want to go travelling? Short partner, guy or girl, who can fit in those airplane seats and get a good night's sleep, arrives on the other side unjet lagged. Buses, cars, all the things. You know what? If you're with a very, very tall man, what happens when you go to get into a car with like a full car? Usually the tallest person ends up being in the shotgun seat because that takes them away from the three in the back. So what you're saying is I want to be with a tall man to permanently end up, whenever I'm in a full car, in the back seat. Yuck. You're 6'4". Oh, you. I see what you're saying. No. Don't hate it there. It's an irrelevant conversation. You're in a great place too. You can reach up tall shelves. You can slam basketball hoops. Blah blah. But look, at the same time, you need to order more food at a restaurant. You need to probably have more cocktails in the bar before you're having fun. You know, there's a lot of perks to being short, and there's a lot of perks to being tall. My partner's incredibly short. I'm somewhere in the middle. Perks all over the show. The accent? Yeah, if you're tall, you see everything that no one else dusted. Good point. Good point. Yes. That's putting you off places that you go. That's funny. I never thought of that. Of course that's the case. Now you said it out loud. Of course it is. There we go. A little bit there. And a little bit in there. But, tall to short. Next thing we're going to start talking about the eye colour. Being like, oh my god, only brown eyes or only blue eyes. Or you know what, who cares? How about we start testing and saying people who go out to restaurants and complain to waiters angrily. How about those people who get unjustly mad at someone who's trying to help them? How about we say that those people, the new short people for dating? Like, you'd go for a tall guy before you'd go for a nice guy. I'm not saying nice guy in like a pushover way. I mean nice guys in like a guy who has empathy for others and cares. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I see that trait in someone, that is infectious. Right. Where else are we going? Just down here. For friends or companions too. Empathy. What a powerful thing. There we are. And now a little bit through here. So we're starting to lighten the dog up a wee bit, which is good. I mean, it's a wild base coat. It's a wild base coat. Let's have a look-see here. You know, I haven't heard the word king so much until I went onto TikTok. King this, king that. When I was a kid, we were using words like man, bro, guy, bloke. These were the words. But now I guess king is in. There we go. What are your favourite shows on TV? Any recommendations? Hello, Taylor. Honestly, I've just started a rerun of Friends because when I'm loading prints online or when I'm answering emails working on a laptop, it's fantastic just to glance up to while you're waiting for something to load or send. So I'm telling you, Friends is where it's at. A new show, there's nothing out there quite worth the emotional investment right now. I don't think anyway. But reruns of Friends, that's where it's at. It's light watching. And the jokes actually, funnily enough, some of the jokes have aged very well. It's quite funny. Where in New Zealand are you from, Lucy? I'm from Auckland. So you are looking at technically an Aucklander. I never thought I'd be an Aucklander, but I am. How wild's that? I always saw myself as a bay boy. Boy from the Bay. Classic Aucklander. Well, I've only been in Auckland for 3 months, so I think the Bay in me is still pretty strong. Surely. What's the thing that makes you genuinely happy to paint? What's the thing that makes you genuinely happy to paint? I think the thing that makes me really happy to paint is the satisfaction I get that other people out there, whether in person, whether on TikTok, whether on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whether they're in none of those places but happen to see my art, But the fact that I know that it made someone else happy, and like, it doesn't have to be happy either. A little bit of vitality, just a little bit of a, oh, that's nice. But if you can have that effect on one person, 20 people, 100 people, 200,000 people, to make each person just say, oh, that's fun, oh, that's nice. Think of how much happiness that is all up. How much joy and pleasure that you're brought into the world through such a simple action. That makes it worthwhile to paint. That brings inspiration. That's a game changer. Here we go. So, on one hand, I love it. I love watching something come out of nothing. I like creating. I love colour. I like watching it jump over a 2D surface and slowly appear. I love how it starts ugly and then becomes something. I like the metaphor that means. The uglier it starts to, the more I believe in the painting. The more I care about it, the more I want to see it become something beautiful, because, I don't know, I've got a soft spot for the underdog. And, dog. I want to see a painting that has the worst start become the most beautiful painting, and they most often do. So the uglier a painting looks when an artist starts it, the more you should think to yourself, that might be something really cool. Let's give that a chance. Do you ever sip the paint with wine? Try to avoid that. Paint is toxic, but this stuff's better for it though. Soft-bodied acrylics, better for your health. And then I've got some other test bottles on the way of more 7-ingredient paint. So instead of any of the chemicals in it, or the Vox, which are volatile organic compounds, nothing's in it. Clean paint. So we're going to give that a go, see how it works. Craig, link in the bio. I missed that, sorry Craig, but Ryan's there for you. You absolute champion, Ryan. Indeed. And Ryan's correct. Of course he's correct. Here we are. Okie dokie, and hello Jules, how we doing? And Marta, good to have you here. We've almost got full canvas coverage. Almost. Alright, ended up through here. Down this leg here. Across here. Flicks out there. Beautiful. Craig was looking for someone to paint his 2 Scotty Terriers. Yeah. Well, a couple of places you can go for that too. If you're just after a... if you don't like my style so much, which would be unusual if you're still here, but if you don't like my style, or if you just want a regular painting, the craftsmanship of creating the dogs in paint, there's some amazing artists on Reddit. But if you like my style and think, that's how I want to see my dogs, that's fun, then yes, Ryan's 100% correct. There's a link on the website. You're after commission and original. And we'll make an original together. Sounds pretty fun. Thanks, Jacob. Right. Alrighty, tighty. Joanne, brilliant. May add just a little bit more. There we go. Love the doggo. I'm going to have a crack at this. Queenstown Snowboys. I'll show you via email. Yeah, go for gold. Looking forward to it, Wendy. Here we go. There we go. Slashing in some shapes around the face. Perfect. And then coming down these legs. And down here a little bit. Here a little bit. There we are. Alright, we're going to swap this one over now. Swapping it over. Now I think before we attack the other canvas, we're going to leap onto a slightly larger one. Loosen up a wee bit. If we do too many small ones, we'll well, it's not good for my neck. Here we go. Is it tough to prepare the palette? No, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. But there's no preparation in terms of the palette that goes on the canvas. You don't sit there and think, these exact colours. You do think, okay, well, exact colours. We don't plan out all 32 pigments exactly, but we do plan out the sort of 5 to 10 superstars. But no, that's fun. You look at a picture and think, teal, turquoise, deep magenta, rich gold, like pastel aquamarine, and you suddenly start formulating the set that you think this will help this painting come together. It's fun. That's fun. Right, we're going to bring back an old favourite. Not an old favourite. The hardest one we've ever had to guess so far. If I can find it here. Do I have it here? That's the question. I should do. What did I do with it? It's the question. Here we are. Slashing gold onto... People are sad when I let them colour my tattoos. Sometimes all they need is a shoulder to crown. Chad, back with another fiery one? Fair enough. Alright, let's get this. Move this to here. I'm going to come around here. And come through here with this one. This one's a little bit more wild. Good way to be. Here we go. Bring this over here. And offset daisies. Welcome to the world of movement. There we go. Beautiful. Just gonna put that there. Put that there. That there. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Up nice and high there. Fantastic. The jet skier. Well, we have the skier, indeed. So you might start to see water flicking up here, a person turning here, waves around here, and then we have a line of trees in the background. It's a water skier turning a line on a lake. And so, we're back, adding a bit of paint to this painting. Now, because it's dawn or dusk, there's going to be a lot of gold touches in this picture. All the way through it. So that's what I'm adding in now. glint of gold. Mm-hmm. There we go. Beautiful. Some thick, slow, medium, just a bit. 10k, woohoo! Haha, thanks guys, appreciate that. And welcome to the team, Pepe. 10k likes, that's pretty fun guys. It's always cool when we hit 10. So now that there. This is going to need just a wee bit of charge. Plug that into there. There we go. And back into there. Alright, glint gold. Let's have some fun. All through here. Here we are. Oh no! Jay Smith, what did poor old ... do? I'll bring you out here. There we go. Love watching the process of the paintings coming to life. Thanks, Ren. Appreciate you. There we go. There we go. A little bit through here. Wasn't being wholesome. Fair enough. That's the thing though guys, if you're going to go out in public and paint, whether it be at the beach, whether it be in a park, in front of your peers, wherever you go, be ready for some people not to love your art as much as you hope they would. That's okay. Not only can you not predict who's going to like your art, you can't predict what sort of day someone's having. And maybe they're just not in the mood. And you just happen to be the wrong person at the wrong time. Like a waiter who drops off the wrong meal. He gets told off by a hangry person in a restaurant. This is just wrong person, wrong time. So, as an artist, I know it's tough sometimes, but a thick skin is sometimes necessary. Something bad. Oh, cheers, Jay Smith. Here we go. Let's get more of this glint gold bouncing around. There we go. These are the streaks. Fantastic. And then down here, we get a little bit on there, cutting into the side of his head there, around here, there we go, over the top. It's a big head at the moment, we'll cut that back a bit more. A bit more. There we go. And cut some of the shoulder there. There we are. So now head should be a little bit more defined. If I come in here, cut this is the rope through here, there we go, and then down in here. Beautiful, hello, beautiful. Start sort of defining our surfer a little bit more. Yeah, that did a bit of justice. So he's coming in together there. Lowest, what? Do we get a date for the live TikTok re-upload when you post it on YouTube? That's a good question. I haven't been doing that, but I should be more on the ball and posting them on the day of. So once the laptop arrives, which is 21st of August, I'll have it set up here in the studio. And so what's really cool about that is that means that I can literally have it doing the uploads rather than saying, right, admin day, time to download, upload. I can actually do uploads, downloads and uploads, while I pack up and set up and things like that, which will be lovely. At the moment, I have to rush down to the office. Try and use a laptop here and there. I've been waiting for this laptop for a while now, team, but it's going to be very exciting. It's one of those, I used to have Mac, I'm going back to Microsoft Surface. Now, bulb. What's a bulb? Just a little bit there. Here we go. Drop a knee. All the way down here. Okay. Now we're going to get some of this Joanne Brilliant. I love this colour. Let's start playing with it in here. Just little bits. Maybe I need some more of that. There we go. That's so choice. You start to see the water ski again, you? That's fun. Hopefully, as I continue to add in colour after colour, that explosion of water will start becoming more predominant. The hardest thing about this explosion of water, the hardest thing, is that at no point are we going to just add a whole bunch of blue to it. So the water, there's a little bit of blue in it, but the water itself is going to be expressed mainly through its position and movement. Because the wave itself is going to be predominantly silver and gold because of how the reflections have worked. So that may come off looking fantastic or looking absolutely shocking. We really don't know at this point. We really don't know. Now, if we come up into here, there we go. Some Joanne Brilliant in these trees, just a little bit. There we go. And over the top. Fantastic. Out the other side, through here. Perfect. Perfect. Fantastic. Lovely. And hello, Richard. How are we doing? Good to have you here. I see what's happening here a little bit. I think I've got you guys on a bit too much of a twist there. Let me bring you up there. There we go. There we go. That'll work. Right. Now, where are we going to go next? Through here. Welcome to my paradise. It's all stuck in my head. Speaking of songs, I'm going to risk it with this music. I'm going to get some beats in here. I say risk it because this music's so hit and miss. But here we go. Give me some of that bouncy music. What are we going to go for? This one here. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I can work with this. Did you ever think about doing that pic I sent you, Mark? Mark, I haven't, I think I saw the ones you sent through. That was very nice. When we get a chance to do more pictures, that one, ooh, that's funky. That one is on the agenda. One off. We'll have to wait for the chance. We have some spare time, spare canvases, inspiration. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, get a bit of bounce in the step. Start moving around the canvas. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Long strokes down to the guts of it. Catch that movement of that wave. Richard, it's on the way. It's not there yet, but it's on the way. The more of these little wild strokes I add in here, the more of that feeling you get of movement occurring through the picture, of the water skier turning inside that lake water. There we go. There we go. So here we are, now we're talking to it. That's hitting the right spot now. Now, next colour off the ranks, I want some silver. Silver's going to be all over the show. Through here, up through here. Not in the sky, this is more white, more Naples yellow, but definitely this water, definitely that water. Silver's what we're after. It's just a matter of locating it. It looks so organised, it's so hard to find what you're looking for. Ooh. Ooh. Turquoise is just too naughty right now. There is a temptation though. We will use Chinese blue. That colour will make an appearance. Now where are you hiding, Silver? It's giving me a hard time because usually, there's my gold. Usually I don't use it, so it hides away. Falls down to the bottom of all the paints. It's funny. Maybe I've used it all up. Oh well. I've got grey. Grey and gold. Grey's similar to silver. Just doesn't have that iridescent effect. So we'll justify it with the gold. It'll be alright. And tequila. Tequila leaf. I think I'm going to use this grey one up actually. Get all the leftover paint out of it. There we go. Beautiful. One tube down. Grab a bit more gold in here. Voila. Lots of gold. And a bit more Chinese blue. You love this music? It's a little funky. It's like you know when you watch one of those B&B videos or like a vacation video, and it's like fancy resort, check out the windsurfing, beaches with cocktails, woke up bar, like scans around with that sort of stuff. This isn't me making fun of it, either. I'm not against that at all. I'm into that. But it is that kind of music. Right. Potato. That is a fantastic name. I've already been on vacay. I've already been spoiled. I went to Indonesia. and it was an absolute thrill. Brought back a surfboard with me, painted up that beautiful thing over in Indonesia, and now it's just in the foyer of my house. Lucid Dream. This painting? Or are you telling me to lucid dream? Because I should be actually. If you want to start lucid dreaming, my little trick, I was through to do it, is I get a watch. And then I check it frequently during the day. Look away, memorize what time it was, look away, then look back at the watch. And if you're dreaming, the watch makes no sense or it changes dramatically. So, that's my little trick. But I'm not wearing a watch right now, so problems. I was hoping for exclamation marks after the hello. I don't understand that. But you're allowed to hope. Okay. And go through here. This is that grey. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. I reckon there's a little white in here. Exactly. Mix those colours for you. I want you to know one thing for certain. When I mix these colours, I'm doing it for me. But the beauty of it is that the joy I get from this and what we create here together, you can get something from that. And that's pretty cool. I think that's where a commission's a beautiful thing, because you get inspiration of someone else's inspiration to make something, and combine it with your desire and motivation to paint. You're sad. Don't be sad, Michael. There's no need to be sad around here. It's a happy place. Like Happy Gilmore. Go to your happy place. You have an exclamation mark on me, Michael. There you go. Alright. Where else are we going? It's through here. Keep it coming. Faster, more expressive. A lot of the time I find with water, if you're trying to get that turbulent, reflective, bouncing nature in the water, it's not a matter of technique. It's a matter of energy that you put into it. The energy's right, the water's right. The energy's not right, there isn't nothing you can do about it. It's going to look flat. Welcome in and hello, Matt, long time no see. Good to have you in here, Matt. You've been a busy boy with your own lives. I've seen those pop up every now and again. I love that. Popped into a few actually. Hello, Max, how are we doing? And, yes, I do, Travis. I also need a snack, how'd you know? Well, here's one I prepared earlier. Speaking of snacks, I have been lately. Good. They are acrylics. And this is a banana and peanut butter milkshake with some cinnamon and cocoa. Oh, it's good. It's rich, but it's good. It's the sort of thing that you know gives you energy. Sneaky, sneaky. What? Yeah, fair enough, Max. There we go. October is coming up, it is indeed. Does that mean Halloween? Fun, fun, fun. Your dad would love this painting. This is a fun painting. This is, yeah, water skiing. Soft spot for me. I do love water skiing. It's the lake, it's the environment, it's the place, it's the lake of sharks. All that works for me. There we go. Jean-Claude, any exclusives? Any exclusives? Like artwork? I guess every single original is an exclusive, isn't it? Because there's only one of them. Only one person gets it. There we go. There we go. Welcome in positive vibes, chats and community. Cheers, Matt. Here we go. Just through here. In that grey, cutting through all that reflection. Next colour off the ranks, Chinese blue. Colour I've been waiting for. Watch this space, team. Watch this one go on. This is when we really tell the painting how much we want it to pop. Hey Joseph, how we doing? I wouldn't mind getting an autumn-inspired art. I like that. I like that. Let's get this all the way down. I'm going to swap this Chinese blue into a bit of grey for this part. Go for the mix. It's going to come down to here. Get some more of it. Keep the stroke going. All the way down this gear. In the same stroke, it's going to continue out across this, all the way, around this edge, down through here, and here. Perfect. In the barrel. Wonderful. Draw me like, Jules, is that a commission? No, this is just a fun piece for me. I'm a mod, but that guy just put a portal in here. I'm confused. Here we go. Oh, don't worry about that, Jay Smith. One more time can't hurt. It's actually my fault. The paint like one of your French girls t-shirts are no longer available at the moment, so in current lookout for a new t-shirt supplier. And I had it pointed out to me that it should be paint me. I think it was Victoria who told me. It should be paint me like one of your Kiwi girls. But I aptly pointed out to Victoria that I don't have any Kiwi girls, plural, guys, or I don't even have any French girls. So the shirt already doesn't make sense. I get it now, Rose, I get it. I'm confused. Alright. Chinese blue. Just dabbling with it around in this way. I wasn't supposed to put much more blue in here, but I'm sort of allowing it to be. Being that Jack and Rose. Ah, see. Yes, indeed. Now I'm following. Since it's more of a steely blue, not ultramarine. There we go. It's funny actually, I've got a tube of it here, hold on. Where is my... French? Where did I put it? Huh. Lost it. Can someone fact check me for a bit? That yellow touch is 100? The fluster is real, Edwin? I'm currently looking for my ultramarine because I wanted to check something on it. French ultramarine. Is the term ultra, is that the word for beyond in Latin? And the reason they called it ultra, aquamarine is it? Ultra? The reason they called it that was because the depth of that colour was so much so that they thought it was beyond the other colours. So it was ultra. But I'm not sure. I need someone to Google Latin word for beyond. Or is ultra the Latin word for beyond? But the other thing about it is it's called French because they started to invent a synthetic version of that colour. And there was an arms race for who would come up with it first. Eventually awarded the method that the French were coming up with. So the new synthetic version of it, this is a very, very deep blue colour, was done via a French method. Pretty cool. Apparently, it has less depth though than the original very challenging method for it. The yellow reminds me of dandelions, I like that. And Lily, sorry, this painting is of a water skier whizzing along a wave. A wave. Whizzing along a lake. There we go. A little bit more through here. And down in here. Aha! Cheers, farm TikTok. What do you farm? Beef? Lamb? Here we go. Where else are we going to go here? Beautiful. And a bit more in here. Down through here. See this, Get that right down deep. Come on, Chinese blue. Right down here in this corner. No chill. Accuracy down the furthest little corners of it to create that interest. There we are. If we guess the lake as the prize of print, I like that. Problem is, we'll have to do it on the next layer because I currently don't know which lake it is. But I like the idea. It'd be quite fun to do some things like that. Or do some really complex pictures and just say first person who gets the subject matter gets a print. It's fun. There we go. Hello! 1 AM Wednesday in America. Welcome, Carolyn. Good to have you here. The Chinese blue is so versatile in variations you get to cook. Yeah. Chinese blue is really fun. Chinese blue is really fun. It's the same saturation that you get from a regular blue, but it plays nicely with wherever it goes. When I say it plays nicely, it fits in with other colours. That's that versatile aspect which is being referred to there. And I like that. I like a colour that plays nice. And where else are we going? Just over here. There we are. Dotted up through here. See, creativity is at the top today. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Actually, all things considered, guys, I've been completely honest with you, I'm not on the top of my game today. I had a headache, but it's all good. It's enough. Battle through it. What else? There's one other thing. Point is, doesn't matter. I love this. We'll smash some of this out. We won't be here. I was supposed to be here for how long? 6 hours today. Promised that yesterday, but we came on later in the day because, like I said, I want to get some cleaning in the house done. Clean the place up a little bit, get it looking presentable, and then yeah, jump on live and spend some time with you. It's not how you start the day, it's how you finish it. I need a beer? You're not wrong. I don't have any beer, but I do, it would be nice. But I might nibble on one more little coffee, so we'll see. So creative, thank you. I'm actually just imitating the picture one for one. It's like, but it's our creative take on a water skier, so I'll still take creative kudos, but it's not completely wild. But look, start your day, it's how you finish it. Finish strong, yeah. All this stuff's important. Whatever motivates you. But, some days are just a write-off. Some days you walk into the gym, or you go for a walk, or you sit down your laptop to write, or you just get there and you can't. And so you just sit there and stare at it for how long? 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 hours, the whole day. Doesn't matter. You just can't. It's confusing what's formed that psychological barrier. And you know what? On those days, regardless of what you do, wherever that's happened to you in your life, those are the days you really need to give yourself a pat on the back and say, you know what? I showed up. I'm a champion. Writer at a laptop, or you're looking at an email box, you stared at it all day but you made no ground on it. Or you tried to cut wood today, but you just couldn't seem to cut it fast enough or well enough. You had a bunch of jobs to do, but you only managed to rally to do the jobs midday. But you still got out there and did them. Stick up for yourself. You did good. Good morning, how are we doing? How are we doing? And the other wild card too is the sound is playing up on me, team. So you can hear me, you can hear the music, but I don't have my little mic on. So that's a shame. That's a shame. Here we go, a little bit through here. This is that glinting gold that I was talking about. The real print. Ha! Ha ha ha. There we go. Glinting gold. That's what I'm after. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like a base coat. Base coat of gold before we come back with a bunch of other colours. Beautiful. I think the other thing I need now too is just a little bit of Naphtol Crimson. Do I play any sports? Not these days. I'm just always painting. Try to go for a walk every now and again. I think you play a bunch of sports in your 20s, but I think part of the fun of sports is being part of a team. And I think when you hit your 30s, everyone's so far apart and doing different things and maybe dealing with kids or careers or, romances and relationships that we end up not having time for social sport. A little bit heartbreaking, actually. Here we go. Because that was fun, right? Getting out there and playing football, maybe social hockey, inline hockey, ice hockey. Whatever sport it is that you like. There we go. Alright, I keep forgetting. Oh look, don't get me wrong. It's my fault. I should be playing sports, but I just love being part of a team when I should just muster up the courage and go join a random team, and meet people. But there's a temptation just to do it with your mates. That's probably a dangerous temptation too, because part of the fun of sport is meeting new people. Don't know what sport I'd play though. Probably. We play a lot of field hockey over here in New Zealand, which is fun. That would involve lots of running. You can get behind that. Wouldn't play soccer. I like to use my hands too much. Well, maybe that'd be therapeutic. Take a break from painting and play a sport that only uses your legs. Watch this space. Semi-pro soccer player, Sid Gower, on the way. You paint a lot of different locations. Which is your favourite number one spot? There's no favourite spot. I just think it's really important to keep changing it. Reason being that is like a relinquishment. That's a word. Relinquishing control. You stay in your studio too long, you start to crave that control over the environment. And you can't just control your environment, it will permeate into your art. Go somewhere else, with new people, in a new place, and let that have an impact on your painting. Because the result will inevitably carry more of that beautiful chaos if you go outside your comfort zone more often. Sounds cheesy, very true. At least it is for me, team. Always come back to a studio. Studios are amazing, they're so convenient. That's why you wanted to be in one in the first place. But God, you have to go out there, smell those roses. Lose yourself in a wild, crazy place. Yes, I do. I have not for a little while, but typically it's more fun to paint with people who aren't painters at all as well, because they bring something fresh, a new perspective, a child's nature. You have to stop them from saying one thing though. Whenever you're painting with new painters, what do they say? Oh, this isn't good, or don't look at mine, or this sort of stuff. No. Think about like dancing. If you go out in the club, no one's like, oh, Joe's the best dancer, so only Joe dances when we go to the club, and the rest of us just watch. No. You're gonna paint. Everyone paints, and no one gets judged for it. No one gets judged. We're all having a good time. The opportunity here is to have a good time, not to create a masterpiece. And if we walk out having had a good time, success was had. Imagine leaving a club disappointed. Like, some people paint and they're just disappointed with what they made. Imagine leaving a dance party or a dance club of some sort, being like, oh, what a waste of time. I can't get on Dancing with the Stars with moves like that. You wouldn't. You'd never be like that. You'd be like, wow, I had a great time and danced my butt off. Yet we have this warped perception of painting that if you're to touch it, it has to be perfect. What a ridiculous thing to think. Not that you're ridiculous for thinking it, you've been coached into thinking it, but that thought, compare that thought to singing and dancing and other forms of expression, and then it just becomes so unsound, so invalid, so unhelpful. And rightly so. That doesn't mean you have to want to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, painting's not for everyone. Just like not everyone wants to dance. Some people just don't like it, and that's okay. You're allowed not to like something. You're allowed not to like something. But really look within yourself and think, do I not like this because me as a person, this isn't my jam? As Austin Powers would say, it's not my bag, baby. Or have you been coached into not liking it from other people's opinions and views of who you should be? Dangerous. Dangerous. Watch out for that. Here we go. A little bit down through here. And down. Beautiful. So this is an intense red combined in with a Chinese blue. I do not know the origins of Chinese blue. It is new to me. Craig, welcome. There we go. Where else are we going? Beautiful. Alright. Alrighty tighty. Up high, not there. No, we've hit all the spots. The next thing to do is I need a darker blue, splice into those purples, do it through the dark areas, capture a bit of our man here, and a few more of the shadows. Just Just keep moving through. Now it's not going to be our French ultramarine, it's going to be primary blue. Azul primario. What are you working towards? Well, one painting at a time, one layer at a time, one brush stroke at a time. I'm working towards a good time. Oh, Craig, here we go. China got blue from ancient Persia, hence the Chinese. Oh, that's fun. I like that. But I'm painting a water skier. Sorry for being so cryptic about that. This is a water skier. Big tail of water coming up here. Water rippling around here on a lake. There's a rope going this way, and this black line, arbitrary, sort of ugly at the moment, is a cut line of where the skier's been. Whoosh, as he cuts this tight corner, he's turning on a dime. This is called a rooster tail. And that will be the name of this word, rooster tail. Name of this painting, sorry. There's a bankment over here with some trees and things like that, the edge of the lake. And there's not a whole lot of blue. Now, I know we just slammed it with Chinese blue. I know we're about to hit it with primary blue, but trust me, we're going to keep bringing out those greys, those silvers, and those shining golds, because that's the fundamental reflecting colours. That is the plan. Starchy, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Alright. Jules. You're a champion, Jules. Let's have a look see here. Now, this is very, very similar to our Chinese blue. But the big difference here, is it's slightly darker. So you'll see them side by side and be like, definitely different. Definitely different. Maybe that's how you could advertise it, this new colour I've come up with here. Steely Chinese blue. Definitely different from Chinese blue. I'll stick to painting. We won't go into advertising. Do I come with the painting as well, Nick? Well, I think you'll find I'm pretty nerdy in person. Quirky, a bit weird. You might actually get the painting and be like, actually, I get a refund on the artist. Here we go. I can go down through there. And go down through there. Now this figure's starting to take shape. There we go. Beautiful. And then up through here, yes indeed. That's what we're after. Now we're starting to strike deeper. Deeper into that primary blue. Man, it's on top of that Chinese blue beautifully. Here we go. Hello, Noi. Noi? Noi? Here we go. And then a little bit up through here. Fantastic. Noi? Noi. Noi. Sorry, Noi. Here we are. I'm going to splash a little bit of this around here. And around here. Now we're talking. Keep these colours bouncing one over the next. Come down here. Just in here. Now we're talking to it. Now combine that primary blue into a bit of our earlier grey. Ooh-wee. Steely blue. Steely blue. I'm going to start hanging that around this area. Right in here close. That wants to come through here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now it's time for a little bit more of our lovely soft-bodied acrylics. I love these. Did you finish your banana and butter milkshake? Absolutely not. It's very rich. That's why I made it. I was like, if I get hungry while I'm stirring alive, I can just sip on the banana and peanut butter milkshake and keep in the swing of things. I think I'm very clever. Ah. There we go. Big strokes through here, team. See how these soft-bodied acrylics really try and flow too? Lots of flow to these. Beautiful kettles. There we go. And over in here too. The man, hey Wildheart, how you doing? How are you doing? I haven't seen Wildheart in here before, but it's good to have you here, Wildheart. Just down in here, there we go. And up in here. Beautiful! And you know what, guys? It's funny. You know how I talk about paint being we talk about inspiration and motivation, and I say painting, if you can get in front of the canvas, motivate yourself in front of the canvas. And once you're in front of it, you'll get inspired. That's what's happening right now. We motivated ourselves through a little headache, through procrastination, clean the house first. And we got in front of the canvas, and now guess what's happening? Every stroke that hits, we're just getting more and more inspired. We're having fun. And I'm loving these soft-bodied acrylics. My God. My God. Wild Heart, thanks for saying hi. My heartbeat has accelerated rather pronto. Oh, come on, Wild Heart. Everyone gets looked after in here. I'm not going to ignore your comment. That would just be rude. But you do have to do me a favour though. You don't have to at all. But it would be pretty cool if at some point during your day you could give a stranger a smile from me. I reckon that'd be pretty sweet. Because I don't know if you've ever done it before, but you know when you're having a bit of a lackluster day and a stranger smiles at you? It doesn't change your world, but it's a pretty cool feeling. I like that one, Max. Surely will. Thanks, Wildheart. I appreciate you. Sounds so cheesy, but like, think about it. When your day's not going well, what do? You'll walk around with a resting negative face on, and then when you're doing that, you're expecting something to pick you up, not realising that what you're currently doing is bringing everyone else down. And that's okay. Sometimes you need to do that. But if you can muster the courage to give a few people a smile, maybe you gave them exactly what you needed. And that's still pretty cool. Hey, how am I? Bianca, I'm doing fantastically. And this seems to be a really stupid question. Oh, Bianca, you're alright. But no, I have a lovely person who looks after me. And I think the key to that is, I think a lot of people are running around the world today. I see so many different reels and things like that on social media about dating and partners and all the rest of it. What happened to really believing with the person you're with, really having their back, like not needing to keep score? If we're also hung up on the love we want to get, we forgot about how good it feels dealing with the love we want to actually give. So, you know you're in the right relationship when you're more focused on what you can give rather than what you can take. This is good. That's where you want to be. Dr. Still, what music are we listening to? We are listening to and Starch, that's correct. Sorry guys, I missed a few comments in here. Thanks Ren, and what was that there? Music, this is just regular epidemic sound, free music. Just enough of a beat, it's the right beat per minute that when I start to flop a little bit, it picks me back up, keeps me in the moment. And Evan, hello. What's my favourite dinner? I don't think I have one. I used to love nachos. Mexican was my thing. And now I get acid reflux. No more nachos for me. Pasta? I say it wrong, but gnocchi. Hey, hello Ashley, how are we doing? I'm having a pub feed tonight. Good for you. Good for you. Now, let's get a bit more of this gel here, on here. There we are. Right. Righty, tighty, tighty. I know it's knocky. I know it's knocky. But I prefer my way. Oh. Sorry, team. Lily. Tips for selling your work. Tips for selling your work. That question comes up a lot, and we were talking about this the other day on the stream actually. I think there's a couple of questions we need to ask first. And this frustrates a lot of people, but please, bear with me, let's ask a couple of questions. First question, why do you want to sell your art? Why do you want to sell your art? It's like I say at Island, I like your style. And thanks Stefan, I appreciate that. Is it Stephen or Stefan? I want to make sure I get it right. That's a genuine question though. Do we still have the lovely Lily and the Rodriguez? Stephen. I've got you covered, Stephen. I suppose Stefan would be with an F-A-N, I suppose. Sorry, Stephen. I'm on the right track now. Or did Lily ask for tips and then just run for it? Or when I started answering it, she's like, nah, don't like this guy. Stupid answer. I mean, maybe. Happens all the time. Love from Canada. Welcome in from Canada. Good to have you here. God, I love Canada. Went to Kelowna, Big White. What's the other place called? popped by briefly a place that was known, what was it called? Some ski place. Some ski place. Great answer. Guess I would like to share my art and interact with like-minded people. Perfect. You don't need to sell it then. You do what I'm doing. Now this has nothing to do with selling the art. This picture may not even make it out of the studio. I may destroy this accidentally with the way I paint it in the next 4 hours. And after it's destroyed, it'll never see the light of day. And the hundreds of dollars of paint we put onto it, and the board, and the effort and the time will all be for nil. And it will never sell. We can do that right now. So, if it's to share your art, you can already share your art. If it's to interact with friends and like-minded people, you can find them. You've found one right now. But I feel like there's another layer to that. I feel like when artists say, how do I sell my art? And then you ask them, why do you want to sell your art? And they say, well, I want my art to be seen, or I want to make a living from art. This is different again. If you want to make a living from art, then being an art dealer is a fantastic way to do it. Or a museum curator. That's how you make a living from art. That's how being an art dealer is how Van Gogh survived. Having another job is how Monet survived. The point is, the greatest artists of all time had jobs, side gigs, things that they'd do in order to perpetuate their craft. Because they knew to do it how they wanted to do it, maybe, just maybe, if they wanted to make art, the actual selling of art would have to come secondary to it. And that was okay. They were willing to accept a life where they spent all their time making money to make art. Because they didn't want to fall into the rut of making art to make money. I know it sounds very cryptic. Great answer. Oh no, sorry. Hundreds of dollars of paint. Yeah, Jay Smith, it's no joke. This little bottle here, soft-bodied acrylics, this little bottle costs $25. This one here, this one's $35. And they get up to about $55. Very expensive. This packet here alone, this is a bit cheaper. That's about, I think this one's, no wait, 500 mils. This one's about, I think this one's 60 or 70. I forget. Paint costs money, guys. Paint costs money. And, see you later, Angel. Hey, Hitty, that's fantastic. Good to see you back here, Hitty. It's been a while. And yeah, it was the Aussie news. It's pretty funny. Well, Lily, on that note though, the reason why I ask those questions is because one of the key things we do when we get into painting is we can get so confused about what other people want us to be, about what we should be, and about how we want to do it. And we can get lost, and once we're lost, we can feel trapped, and once we feel trapped, we give up. And once we give up, we go into something that isn't what we want it to be, and proceed to go on to say, I tried my dream, but I couldn't make it work. When you start, understand very clearly what you do want, and then lead with intention. If the intention is to make art, because you love to make art, then pursue that with reckless abandon. If the intention's to make money from art, then that may look a little bit different, but pursue that with reckless abandon. And if the intention's to survive, make money and be rich, don't become an artist, because You'll spend so long in front of canvases, staring at work, it'll drive you nuts. I recommend the only reason why you want to become an artist is because you love looking at paint. You love watching something come together. You love the process deeply and intimately. In which case, that even if you were a billionaire, yachts, planes, ships, you wouldn't go near any of it. You'd want to stand in front of another canvas and have another chance at applying paint. That's when you know. That's when you know that painting's what you want to be doing. Or pottery. Table making. Joinery. Whatever it might be. But be really authentic. If you had every option in the world, if you could do whatever you wanted, what would you choose to do? And if the answer is, I wouldn't choose to do my art, I just like the idea of making money off it. Avoid that then, because if you start making money off your art, you know what you're going to be doing a lot of? Your art. So, lead with intention. That was the best advice I ever got. Lead with intention. I drop in a lot, but your life is also always so full, I get, oopsie daisies, I get lost in the traffic. Sorry, Eddie. Well, today's a pretty chill session, right? We're just hanging out. I'm actually going to pull the camera around a little bit more so you can get a better front-on view of this one. There we go. Voila. Voila. How's that? Can you see the whole canvas in the shot, or does it cut it off slightly? Might do a little bit of a movement here. Just happy to be an OG. Yeah, that's mean, Eddie. That's mean. Let's get that and just go a little bit like this. Rock that forward a little bit. Sorry guys, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Just fastening it up the back there. Right, is that a better view for you guys, or does it cut it off slightly? There's not a whole lot happening after there anyway, so. Right. What is this scene? Hitty, you are looking at a water skier. So we've got a character here, a wave curling up here, called a rooster tail, and then we have rippling water through here, and an embankment up here. And we're probably due for some greens. Do I want to keep going with these colours? Nah, I want greens. New plate time. I'm coming in hot. Are we going to use those ones? Or should I fetch? Oh yeah, you see it now? Yeah. You should have seen how long it took the team to pick it out when we were doing the starting layers. We had everything. We had a whale, we had a sky tower, we had a this, we had a that. We didn't have a sky tower, it's a hyperbole. Point is, we had everything. And that's also hyperbole. The point is, we had most things. And it's becoming a little bit more clear. But we'll get there. Wait, you use spare plates now? Oh, Cheryl, hello Cheryl, by the way. I've got 4 plates. And we're onto a square. Ah, a square plate, not spare plate. This is a square plate. I like this one though. It's quite handy to hold on to. It's like, yeah. It's a fun one. Plus it has a little lip there in the middle, which I like, because then when you're spinning it around your finger, you can hold it there on your middle finger, and it curls nicely. It spins nicely. I'm going to grab some of my low, what's it called? I'm going to grab some of my soft body acrylic in my greens. One moment, team. My bag of treats. My bag of treats. Inside my bag of treats. We will use that, but not just yet. Woohoo, look at the green on that one. Pow. Pow. Oh, lovely. That is green gold. Verde gold. See that? That is going to act. This is the exact color we want. Stop looking. The hunt is over. Green gold is here to party. Mystic Mars, welcome. How are you anyway, Sid? Cheryl, you know I'm great. I'm a happy boy. Doing some painting here. A bit of a fun piece. Splashing around on some colour. Again, after doing a few movement pieces, I think it sort of started with the Shedding Sorrow piece. We had the ballerina, and I went off on a movement and vitality whirlwind into runners, into cyclists, into basically anything I could get my hands on. And this is the water sports one, which I love because it's like Mahalo meets motorboat. Here we go. Soft bodied acrylic. There we go. Can't understand that, Maria, but it's lovely to have you here. And it's a lovely star tattoo. Green gold, pesto colour. This is true. This is true. Alright. Now, fun little bottle. This is how it comes out. Soft body acrylics. You gonna come out for me? There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Stand back for a moment. You've been all over the places with different subjects. It's awesome. Yeah, I like to keep it a bit mixed up, Cheryl. Because if you keep it mixed up, it keeps you fresh. If I start doing the same subject over and over, what happens is you start to permeate the unique characteristics of each subject into the other ones. And so instead of having 5 dog portraits, say, you end up with 1 dog portrait in 5 different ways, if that makes sense. But if you actually disattach and re-engage, disattach and then re-engage, what you get is 5 very unique characters, 5 very unique dogs that are all dogs but have their own qualities in both the paint and in their actual likeness. Gonna go finish cooking dinner. Sweet as. Catch ya, Hitty. That makes total sense. Yeah. I'm glad. I was worried I was getting a bit wishy-washy with it, but I'm glad it makes sense. Have you ever tried painting reflective or opaque objects, e.g. glass or diamonds? I have painted on glass before, and mirrors. I like wood. I do like wood, and the reason I like wood is it feels quite raw and primal. Hello, Jay. And Maya, welcome in. The reason why wood is so great too is bamboo, very light. And I'm always worried with quite opaque things. There's the shattering element, and that worries me. Because I don't want to ship a painting halfway around the world to have them open the box and find that the whole thing is shattered to bits. And Jade, lovely to have you back, by the way. Okay, pesto colour. Let's play with you. And up through here. Let's get a little bounce in my step. Ooh, I like this. Here we go. Let me just move you a little bit, guys. Bear with me. Again, sorry for the unironed shirt, which is in abundance there right now. There we go. Alright. A little bit of strumming going on. Okay. This has that murky effect. Just look at that lake feel in there. That's what we're after. Perfect. What time is it? 6:40. 6:40. We're here in New Zealand, slapping paint on a water skier. What a time to be alive. Honestly, guys, I think of all the ways I'd like to spend, what day is it? Wednesday. The only thing that can improve this for me is 4 friends who also have 4 canvases, some sort of ridge where we can see a giant cityscape, and a few outdoor heaters to keep us warm. Some music playing, something from the 90s or 80s, something with a bit of bounce to it. And then 3 straight hours of painting. That'd be my dream. But I'll settle for this lovely little studio, and I'll settle for this here, this work that I'm currently doing. Because you know what? This is an A. This is an A. That other situation, it's pretty extra, but that'll be A+. There we go. Jack Smith's up late. Jay Smith's from the USA. Mabel Free, thank you so much. Alex Wright, appreciate you. I'm going to bring the screen forward a little bit because I am constantly stretching out to see it. Here we go. Voila. Perfect. That makes it easy. Okie dokie. You're a legend, Jay. There we go. We're getting a bit of that Chinese blue combining into our little green. Now remember, we're using soft body acrylics right now. Soft body acrylics have a very, very different viscosity, but arguably, and in my opinion, not arguably, factually, they've got far, far more pigment in them. The heavy body acrylics tend to be, it's not exactly correct, but tend to have a little bit more of the PVA in them. Glue to thicken them up a wee bit. Whereas the soft bodies are more raw. But they cost a whole lot more, so depends what you're into. Are you painting a wave? Well, thank you very much, Mabel Free. Yes, it is a wave of sorts. It's a human created wave. A wave created by man. Mabel Free's like, well, that's cryptic and unhelpful. Here we go. Here we go. And then a little bit more through here. And then there's some big old lines coming in here. Let's get these. This is where soft body comes into its own. Holding its colour, sliding over the surface. A lot of tooth in the surface of this board here. Soft bodies care very little. It'll just slide right over. just about the end. Not of this live, but of this colour. Voila! How did you find your style? I'll answer that in the same way. Think of your style like your dreams. And this is going to be very, very cheesy, but please think of your style like your dreams. And the reason I say that is if you could choose to have any style you wanted, if whatever you made, the world was going to love it, or the people you cared about were going to love it and cherish what you made, no matter how you made it, no matter what you made, what would you choose to make? What would be the thing that would really inspire you, really make you care, really want you to get up in the morning and go make it? Is it perfect realism? Is it abstract? Is it even paint at all, or is it sculpture? What would really spin your wheels? If people wanted it, what would you make? And so, when I ask myself that question, what do I land on? I land on wild, primal, raw work, movement splashing over the surface, crazy expression and vitality transposed onto a surface with just abundant, unbridled colour. That's what I'd do. That's what I'd want to do. And so that's what I do. And I feel like the reason why maybe people are attracted to it sometimes is because it's really how I feel, it's authentic. So when you are honest with yourself, like that, you'll find your own style. I think that's, he hasn't decided which lake it is. It's not that I haven't decided which lake it is so much, it's that I just don't know. I'll have to check. So give me a momento. Not a moment right now, but on the next slide, I'll get more context on this one. And hello, Super, how you doing? Alright. Now we're on, what is this exactly? Rosé clear. Or light pink. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, what an awesome colour. Through here. There we go. This is what we're talking about. You're joking! I missed it. Sorry. If you're joking, I bet it was funny. There we go. Awesome piece, thanks Super. I should have more faith in your plate skills. Please don't, I'll drop it one day, it'll be a disaster. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. I actually haven't dropped one in about maybe, how long now? Maybe how long? Month or two? Tell you what we should start doing. Thanks, Jay. What we should start doing? Maybe every time a cowboy hat comes through, I toss the plate. And we just see how long the plate lasts for. It's high risk stuff. wonder if I can set that up. Dun, 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 dun. Effects, stickers. Painting while reading the comments is truly an underrated skill. Tell you what, Kiwi's not a cowboy hat, but it can count. Ho 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 ho! Oh, we almost lost it. Jay's like, don't, please don't do that again. Oh look, at the end of the day, I'm kind of lucky how, in terms of my craft and the way I like to paint, it's high energy. And when you're painting with high energy, the more people adding their own little bit of joy in there is only accelerates me. But you gotta bear in mind that if you don't do it like this, I'm gonna lose my trail of thought so often. And I might make little mistakes here and there. That's part of the fun. I enjoy it. I love the chaos. Give me those more dimensions. Oh, at the camera. Gee, there's no way. Then we'd all be terrified. There we go. Windmilly. It's exciting. Here we go. Fair enough. How about that? And yeah, so I missed that comment before about the Kiwi and the cowboy hat. Fair enough. It's pretty unofficial right now, guys, but I think that'd be pretty funny for a live. Because that means I don't have to say like a generic line like an NPC, but every gift I can throw the plate a little bit. What's that, sorry, Jay Smith? There we go. A little bit of us through here, bringing that alive. Beautiful. And thanks, Jules, appreciate you. On the back of the foot, guys, I can honestly tell you that'll never happen. Because the moment it gets close to the back of the foot, I'll be so excited about how close I got that it will drop. The plate tossing. Why not, Jay Smith? Sounds like fun. Here we go. You can see it. It's exciting. It's healthy. It's healthy. Wait, that was a small one. There we go. That was off axis. That was dangerous. I caught it, Super. I caught it. The first one was too small, so I did it again. Here we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is some, guys, that is some positive reinforcement. It's actually a bit of an awkward plate too, since it's square. But the hardest thing about it in a studio though, outside it's okay, but when you're in a studio, if you drop the plate, it splats paint. And it's okay if it hits you, big deal, get a new shirt. But if it hits the ground, it splatters up the walls. You're trying me, Super. Plate tossing seal should be on my resume. Oh, we got that one, but only just. It would take you, oh, jeepers. I should go get really, really good at plate tossing. Train myself up. training myself up at tossing plates. So I'm an expert at it. And I surprise you guys. I'm like, someone do me to toss a plate. And I throw it up in the air, catch it on the back of my leg, toss it up again, catch it on my head, spin it around 3 times, and throw it at the canvas and it transposes a perfect picture. And you were like, how do you do that? And I'd be like, stunt double. There we go. Along with the painting, yeah, he's right. The dangers you run, but don't worry. If it goes near the painting, I'll whack it with my hand. Sort of like when you throw your phone and you drop your phone, and then you try and stop it from hitting straight, so you kick it, and then you end up sending it flying into the wall. Regretful. There we go. Where else am I going? Here we go. Thanks, Super. I appreciate you. You're trying me, Super. Oh, we lost one. We lost one. It landed the right way up though, so it was alright. It landed like a plate should be used. There goes the streak. What was I on? What was I on, Cheryl? Was that 5? 5 streak. We're on a 5 streak. Everyone's like, God, did he practice this? Now for the last throw, they're like, no, he definitely did not practice this. 5 or 6. We'll give it a 5. That's easy to break. Here we go. Yeah, just peel that back there. Put that on there. Voila. That's go to workies now. That's all good, Super. Thanks for joining in. And thanks for making me drop my plate. Really awkward. You made a fool of me in front of 50 people. Very embarrassing, actually. Bring that down to there for you. Perfectos. Fun. You're golden. Catch you on the flip side. Have fun at workies. Maybe I'll see you next time. Maybe. Who knows? Here we go. A little bit of this. Voila. Did well. You know what? I can honestly say I did my best. I'm proud of me. Here we go. Let's get some of this and add this in. Yeah. Honestly, they go down more often than you'd think. They really do. Like, you start to get the confidence of being like, oh, I always catch these, and then down it goes. And it's when it lands on its side that it's really devastating, or on a corner. That's when the paint really goes flying. And you risk breaking the plate too. In which case, you lose all the paint you had as well. High risk stuff. That colour pop, oh yeah, and you'll start to notice too a little bit, guys, a little bit. This big wave came up here, this rooster tail, you'll start to see the bit that curls over, but also with the depth we're adding to it, you'll start to feel like there's this movement to it now. Not quite sure why, it's all the same colour, but it'll feel like there's a whoosh to it. Who feels the whoosh? You feel the whoosh? Please tell me you see the whoosh. Do you water ski? I do, a little bit. I'm actually, here's a wild card fact about Sid you didn't know. I'm actually a flyboard instructor. Okay, we've got 3 whoosh feelers. This is good. 3 whoosh feelers. This is where we want to be. There's more whoosh on the way. There'll be enough whoosh to go around. I'm a flyboard instructor, which is wild. I've got a certificate in everything. So if you want to learn how to flyboard, I can teach you. How wild is that? Team Flyboard Day. Perfect. Maybe I'll jump on a flyboard one day and try and do a painting at the same time. John, you're an absolute legend, John. Cheers, John. Now, I've got 4 out of the 6 hours left that I promised you as well. So, I'm coming your way. Can't believe that email didn't send. I worked hard on that. It'll be in the outbox there, I'll just press send. But you think, oh, come on, Gmail. Like, at least give me a notification that you're holding one back. Here we go. Am I Australian? I am New Zealander, but I was just on, it's pretty exciting, the Australian news. It was an interview. We don't want to talk about art, etc. But honestly, if you've seen it, you guys will have seen me here so much. You're a champion, John. Cheers, mate. You guys have seen me on here so much, so you know my behaviour. You sort of know when I'm overthinking something or underthinking something or losing my words. And if you watch this news clip, you'll see I was so nervous. I do way more ums. So here, if you talk to me, there's never any and the first 30 seconds of that interview, grow up, Sebastian. I battled. And it wasn't like they were asking tough questions. Same questions I always get. No different. I just struggled. Don't know why. So anyway, I think it was the earpiece. The earpiece threw me off. But, alright, Jay. Jay, you're an absolute legend. It's been fantastic having you here. I will see you on the flip side. Hopefully, Jay, I'll be around earlier tomorrow, so I won't have to come on so late on you. But look after yourself, get some sleep. Don't go lay down in bed and start doom scrolling. That is the worst thing of all. That is the worst thing of all. God, I do some doom scrolling. And then I come here and complain to you guys about what I doom scroll to. I mean, honestly, why do you guys put up with me? See you, Jay. Thanks for your help, Jay. You're a champion, mate. You're an absolute legend. Alright, 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 alright. All morning? Yeah. Yeah, fair, fair. Fair, fair, fair. There we go. So, I was surprised at my inability to handle getting interview questions through an earpiece. Really interesting to struggle with that. So, now that I've done it though, you know, you get psychologically aware of what you're in for. I think I'd be better at it, but jeebus. Oh my lord, I look at that poor little kid in the interview room, I'm just like, he was struggling. I'll be better next time, guys, I promise. been away, come back in and pow. Well, that's good, Wendy. I'm glad you like it. We are loading this thing with expression. If you were here at the start, I sort of kicked off a little slow, a little like getting into it, and now, ooh, I'm bouncing. I'm bouncing. Where else am I going? Up through here. Hold on a second, team. Hello! Good. I'm in the middle of a live right now. Do I like Taylor Swift? I love Taylor Swift. All her songs. You're all good. Fantastic. Catch you later. Horribly rude of me, guys. I'm so sorry. But, is this gonna work? Speaker, come on. Desert Rose, beautiful work. Thanks, Desert Rose. And Steve, good to see you in here. We're doing something similar to Mahalo, Steve. This is a water skier, and we're calling this one Rooster Tail. So Rooster Tail is what occurs when a skier turns on a dime and throws water up. You can see the rope coming down here. You can see the reflections occurring. Now there's two reflections. This is the wild card, guys. This is the wild card. You're all good, Bob the Creepy Clown. Any snow last week? There was in Christchurch. There wasn't in Auckland. Now, with this picture here, we haven't talked about this yet. I'm going to enjoy this. With this picture, this line here is where the skier's been. So he's coming this way. He's reached about here and he's turning on a dime and he's coming back here. So right here is where the board is, but the board's less than 1% of the picture. We're not really focusing on doing a beautiful board, we're focused on a beautiful rooster tail. Now, skier's here, that's him there, him, and the rope coming down here, okay? Now, with this rooster tail up here, what happens? Rooster tail is having a huge effect on the light. It's actually casting a little bit of shadow. So what's happening here is the sun's behind these trees. It'll start showing up in the warmth there. Now, there's one shadow cutting here, and there's one shadow cutting here. See these two shadows? Perfect. That's because the light point is right there. So when this rooster tail came up, a second shadow or reflection was cast across here, and so that's why we have this double up of shadows here, because that's the light point, just dipping down behind those, behind that ridge line there. So the sun isn't actually up, it's just down behind that ridge, so it's that last little bit of sunlight coming down here. So with perspective wise, there's your light angle. The water looks crisp. Good, it is crisp in the picture too. And yes, Gary, I do. Why? Because it makes me feel the part. And actually, I was wearing a different shirt when we started, and I said, hold up guys, I want to get changed. Because for me, I like to feel good when I paint. A firefighter shows up in uniform, a policeman shows up in uniform, a doctor shows up in uniform. And when you put on a doctor's apron, doctor jacket, coat, or if you put on a firefighter's outfit, you know what you feel like? You feel like a firefighter, don't you? Like, man, I could put out a fire right now, someone give me a hose. Just like with art, show up like you're ready to take action. Show up like you take yourself seriously. And if you do that, you'll take the way you make your art seriously. How can you expect to stand in your job, in your role, and the thing that you believe in your craft, if you really believe your craft is sacred and you care about it and you love it? Stand in front of it with respect. Like this. It's not for anyone else, even if no one else is around and it's just you in a garage. I tell no lie, I used to paint in a garage, no camera, no nothing, just me. In a garage in a suit. Because my craft was sacred. I wanted to feel. I wanted to really respect what I was making and respect myself while I made it. And so I used to paint in a blazer. The only reason I don't now is because it limits arm movement. But that was fantastic. Thanks, Desert Rose. No, you do, Marco. You really do, because when it comes to actually doing good work, if you show up, like I was saying before, in a white singlet with spaghetti stains on the front and fat pants and jandals, how do you consider that craft to be sacred? Subconsciously, you're sending yourself the message that you're not ready to perform at your best. Now, that's not the right message to come into a creative space. Come into a creative space in a way that you're taking yourself seriously, because things are going to go wrong, things are going to go crazy, things are going to get caught up and twisted up, and you have to have this immense confidence in yourself that actually you've shown up with the right intention, you're ready to go, and even if things aren't going perfectly, you're giving it your best shot. Is your best shot a spaghetti stained white singlet? Come on. Get dressed, nail it, and do a good job of it. And that doesn't just go for painting. Like, if you're a writer, you think, like, people say, oh, I've got writer's block, I've been sitting in front of the laptop all day. That happens, that does happen. But sometimes you're like, I've got writer's block, I've been sitting in front of the laptop all day, and they're wearing like a dressing gown and slippers, and they're hunched over like this. So first off, you're not standing like there's a piece of string holding you up. You're not standing like you care about the way you present yourself. You're not dressed like you're ready to write. Maybe you write well in a dressing gown. Maybe that is your uniform. But dress like you're ready to nail it. In your dreams, when you think of you nailing it, what are you wearing? Cool, that's what you need to be wearing. If in your dreams, when you wrote the best story of your life, if you were wearing a dressing gown in that moment, then wear a dressing gown every single time. If you were wearing a dress shirt, if you were wearing a polo, if you were wearing a fireman's outfit, I swear I tell no lie, if in my dreams I painted my best work while wearing a fireman's outfit, including the hat, then I would wear that every single painting session. But I believe that for me, op shop found clothes, a nice shirt that stretches a little bit, that fits me well, that I can feel the collar on, that I can stand in front of the work and go, right, I'm dressed for success, I'm ready to nail this. When I show up in that, that's when I think I'm going to make my best work. So I show up in that every single day, chasing that best work. I hope that helps and wasn't too much of a yarn. Colourful cotton t-shirts are my daily uniform. I love that Desert Rose. It's a fun uniform. Lucas. It tells me you're about to lose your subscription benefits, but that's all good. I'll just take this chance to say thank you for subscribing. You absolute legend. I appreciate that to no end. Well, Gary, this is coming from a guy who used to show up. That's why that example's very specific, Gary. I used to show up in fat pants and a spaghetti stained singlet. And that's why that example resonates so deeply with me, because I was not showing up ready to do my best work. And that's why I changed so dramatically in the other direction and started painting a suit, because I noticed how effective it was and I wanted more of it, madly. And now I've settled on this. Casual, nice pants. Sometimes if it's too hot I'll go for shorts, but casual, nice pants. Sometimes jeans. Good quality jeans though. And a nice shirt. Usually a shirt with a collar. But sometimes, if I only need a little bit too tight up, I'll wear just a regular shirt. And the reason why I'll do that is sometimes I get too caught up on something being a masterpiece or going in the right direction that I think I need to loosen up myself. I need to tell myself it's not a masterpiece, it's not finished yet, chill. And when I have that conversation with myself, then I will walk up to the painting studio wearing more casual clothes to bring me back down. Not put myself down, but bring myself back down to earth and say, the painting's not finished yet. Stop treating every stroke on it like it's perfection. You've got a long way to go. On those days, I'll swap the costume up. So, lots of swapping. So you learn from experience? I did, yeah. School of Hard Knocks. Yeah. What's the experience? A really great saying about experience. Something about lessons, lessons in life are when you get the experience. When you pay for it, then you get the experience. When you experience, there's experience, pay for it, life, and lesson. And they went in a certain order, and it was very clever, but it's gone now. Where you... Oh, that's right. When you get... Life's one of the only times when you get tested, and then you get the... then you learn the lesson. Yeah, you get tested first, and then you learn the lesson. Something like that. God, it was good. I remember reading that thinking, oh, that's exactly what happens. You get tested first, and then you learn the lesson. How many times does that happen to us? All the time. We get tested first, and then we get to learn the lesson. And I wish I could have been there for a younger version of myself to say, don't do that, do this. Don't do that, do this. But it's not about that. Actually, I wouldn't have listened to myself. It's one of those things where you can't speed it up. You're on your own journey. And it's healthy to be on your own journey. You don't need to think it needs to be moving faster or differently. It's okay. Exactly how it's doing. Going, happening. Totally true. We wouldn't learn otherwise. True. And it's kind of cool though, each generation. You pick up a few things from your father, your mother, your grandparents, your close friends. You pick up a few things from the previous generation. But it's really down to you to figure it out all on your own. And that's both scary and amazing at the same time. The ability to head out on your own and figure it out. To make your own mistakes and learn your own lessons. It's funny because sometimes, well, basically all the time, there are lessons that have been learned before over and over and over again. And now you're learning them. Trying to understand a quote before you've had the experience, that's tough. There's a country song I always liked. Talks about losing marriage. It was talking about losing a marriage to foolish pride. Because this couple was in love, but he wouldn't call her, and she wouldn't call him. They had some problems in their marriage, but they wouldn't call each other. I think she cheated on him or something, but he had made a mistake that had caused her to do it, or something like this. Anyway, they were both by the phone for days and nights, waiting for the other person to call, and neither did. So then they both went their separate ways. And the sad country song is another marriage lost to foolish pride. So of course, mistakes happen. Different relationships are different, and things happen. But to let pride stop you from being happy. Now I'm not saying you shouldn't have pride. You should have a lot, but not foolish pride. Too often, we confuse pride with being perverse and allow pride to get in the way of happiness. Pride's a tool to happiness, not something that should get between you and happiness. In that case, you made a mistake. Thanks, Linda. There we go. Let's check a little bit through here. Down through here. Ooh, that was a bit too intense. We'll go with it, but that's too much green, baby. We'll let it be there, but whoo-wee, Sebastian. Just a little lug got hooked on the end of the brush before I put it up. Thanks, Jordan. I appreciate you, mate. I think when I was younger too, I was massive on that. Massive on putting, letting things, a lot of my beliefs or values stand in front of my happiness. When actually my beliefs and values, I'm not saying drop your beliefs and values ever. What I'm saying is your steadfast upholding of them is because they enable your happiness. And if they're not enabling your happiness, then that belief that you've got, or value that you have, might be incorrect and might need reevaluating. This is such a weird song to be talking about that too. John T, how we doing? And Jay, thank you. I mean, that's that very, very humble assumption that you just could be wrong, you know? And if you stuck to your exact same virtues for your entire life, or beliefs for your entire life, that's to say at some point you've decided that, yep, this is fact, I'll learn no more from this day. You constantly need to come back and reevaluate and go, actually, that was helpful, that wasn't. That was making me and the people around me happier. That wasn't. Long term, this is going to make everyone happier, better people. Think like that. Reevaluate those thoughts and beliefs. And it's funny to think, even right now, there's some things that I think, believe in, morals that I've got or beliefs that I have of what's right and wrong, that at some point in the future, the near future, right now, I need to look at, perhaps even reevaluate and reconsider. If I didn't know it when I was 20, and I didn't know it when I was 22 and 25, and I was changing things and relearning things at 28, and I was still learning at 30, who's to say I've got it figured out now? Who's to say I've got it sorted? Nowhere near. Nowhere near. I'll change it at 40, 50. I'll change it at 35. I'll change it at 60. I might even change it at 70. I'll give up around 85 and say that's enough. I'll stick with these virtues, values and morals now. And is that country song 1,000 Miles from Nowhere by Dwight Eucan? I don't know, but maybe. Correct, Jordan. Correctos. Now, next colour off the ranks. I want to use up the last of this green, but then I might let this one dry. Oh, we hit 30,000, guys. You absolute legends. I look very pleased with my painting. I am pleased with it. I made it. I love it. No one else has to like it. This is what I've made, and I've made it with love. Every stroke I've put on it, I've done it with expression, I've done it with care, and yeah, it's been a pleasure to make. If it got wrapped up and destroyed now, that's okay, because the process was a process I loved. And so the result, I'm hoping, is going to be something that I love also, because the ingredients were good. But we'll see. As you should. Thanks, guys. Guys, with your own art or your own craft or your own thing that you do, have that confidence to say that you like it. Like when someone would ask me in the past what my favourite art piece was, or if we stood in front of a picture and like, well, do you like it? To me, and I'd be like, oh, I guess it's okay. I could have done better on this part, this part, this part. It's okay. It's okay just to say, no, I do like that. Or to say, I do like that. I don't know why, but emotionally, this is giving me positive feelings. This is giving me a good vibe. This is actually vitalizing me a little bit. Or this makes my blood pump a little bit. I'm not quite sure why. Understanding yourself and being honest with your feelings. And we're sort of taught that we have to try and, when someone asks you, what do you make of that? Or do you like this thing you've made? You immediately try and chameleon into fitting in with whatever you think everyone wants to hear. Who's done that before? Trying to figure out what everyone wants your reply to be. Trying to figure it out. Like a zebra trying to fit into a herd of zebras. How can I fit in? How can I not stand out? How can I make this question that someone's given me go away? I'm on late, I am, LJ. Well, the main thing isn't that you're happy with it. I like it. I like where your head's at, John, but it's not that you're happy with it. The main thing is that you listen to how you actually felt about it. If that's happy, good for you. But sometimes the feeling is going to be negative. It's going to be, I don't like that. That doesn't resonate with me. And that's okay too. They're your feelings. You're allowed them. But don't be happy with it because everyone else thinks you should be. And don't be unhappy with it because everyone else thinks it's bad. What's that song? Listen to your heart. When he's calling for you. Just like that. Alright, we're going to smash these last few colours on here. And then I'm off to figure out what happened with my email. Thanks, Stephen. Appreciate you. Quartz, you like this one? This is a fun one. Here we go. A little bit through there. Coming into our peach colour. Dab with this around in the sky. Up through here. There we go. All up in this shooting box and across here. Fantastico. I haven't painted in so long, I usually sketch. That's exciting. That spins your wheels. Let that spin your wheels. Tonal change. Monochrome joy. I love that. Do your thing. I like colour personally. That doesn't mean sketching's wrong. Sketching can get so much more depth because you're not being confused by a whole bunch of hues. You have the limitation of singular colour, not even white, just black. Where do I put black to express a subject? It's kind of beautiful actually. Mesmerised by colours, that's cool. And sometimes if you're mesmerised by colours, it can be a really great thinking space to sketch in black and white. Because suddenly that thing that mesmerises you, locks you in, sort of puts you into a drooling, relaxed state. It's removed from the equation. It's beautiful. Here we go. Ooh, we finish off with some brooding piano music. Turn it up. Give me that brooding music. Hey Nikki, it's 8:20 in the UK. Said what a wonderful way to start the day. You absolute champion, Jonty. Hope you look after yourself. You're actually right nearby. United Kingdom is where my prints are made. Because I like that good quality ink. And I like that good quality paper, German etching. The best of the best. Hundreds of years that will last. That's what I want. None of these prints that lose their colour in a few years. Not that. Even the unlimited prints, guys. Even the unlimited prints, they have the paper and the ink to go the distance. There we go. Right. We could keep going with those, but they're going a little bit sticky. So, with our brooding piano music playing, I am going to dash. You're absolute legends, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been a pleasure to attack this one. Play around with the dog a wee bit. I'll be back. We'll keep going. But yeah, sorry LJ, you caught me right at the tail end. But hopefully we can get some late night sets going later in the piece. This is New Zealand. You're looking at Auckland, New Zealand. Cheers, Cheryl. Courts, all the best. And Johnsy, enjoy your day in the UK, you wildcat. Jay Smith is gone, but whoever else has been here from the start of the stream, John, LJ, Jade, look after yourselves, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really, really appreciate it. You do make the process of painting really fun with this little shared duty that we go on. Cheers, guys. Like, now I finish on an uplifting song. That's sort of cute. I like that. Alright, enough mucking around. Catch you guys. Bye-bye.